With a diverse population of 115,000, the city of Beaumont in Southeast Texas is large enough to have big city concerns, but small enough to have strong community ties. Dr. Angelica Avery, born and raised here, likes it that way.
It's so close-knit, just that right size. Beaumont is a great community for just connecting and gathering.
However, like in many communities, there are underserved populations, an increase in the number of youth entering the juvenile justice system, and there are children and families that experience trauma. Dr. Avery is a licensed professional counselor and a professor in social work at Lamar University in Beaumont. She immediately connected with Tbri as a solution for her entire community.
I saw the system impacts on those children as they came in and out of the juvenile justice system and intersected with other systems, the courts, probation, the school systems, the police officers. And so it was not a single system that had an impact on those children's lives. I felt that a community effort was necessary in order to really change their trajectory for the long term.
Here, the community is embracing Trust-Based Relational Intervention, or Tbri, to transform their culture of care to one that promotes healing and healthy relationships to both prevent and address trauma in children and youth. Tbri is an attachment-based, trauma-informed approach to meeting the needs of children and youth who have experienced adversity or trauma. Tbri has 3 principles: connecting, empowering, and correcting. The connecting principles include strategies to meet relational needs by focusing on connection and healthy attachment. The empowering principles focus on meeting physical needs to help children feel safe and self-regulate. The correcting principles address fear-based behaviors and proactively teach positive behaviors. After learning about Tbri, Dr. Avery initially reached out to Officer Cody Guidry, a 15-year veteran of the Beaumont Police Force, about implementing Tbri on the force and becoming a Tbri practitioner.
She approached us with this program and said it would be a great program to introduce with our current mentoring program, and we kind of went from there.
Good morning, Harmony.
If I do something bad, it's going to cause a consequence, right? So we want to be able to regulate and calm down. Through Tbri, I think there's a lot of science that shows that these kids are still a lot of hope that we can help change them before they go to that behavior.
Another community partner, Opportunity Now Youth Services, helps students find a pathway to their future by teaching them critical life skills and work readiness. They approached Dr. Avery about piloting Tbri in one of the schools they serve.
That pilot actually turned into us serving about 10 schools. In 2021, we have about 14 schools in the Southeast Texas area.
Look, you look so cute. What we need to do first is connect with the kids. I've worked really hard on implementing Tbri after I learned about it because it really helped me understand the kids. Whenever I say go, you can get up, you can sit on the floor, whatever you need to do.
Ashley Johnson leads an employability skills class at Silsbee High School that serves students with disabilities and helps them with the transition to life after high school. The connection she makes with her students help them feel supported as they work towards graduation.
It may just seem small to others, but initially starting the year, they barely wanted to tell me hi. I actually have a student that was hesitant to even talk to me, and now he is one of the first kids that walks into the class to give me a hug every day.
Jaden Gilbert is that student. He felt alone.
Some of my teachers sometimes they'll say what? What'd you say? Then I'll be like, never mind, I'll just go sit down and take my deep breaths and play my music to help me calm down. But when I see Miss A, I can talk to her, and sometimes I may have a rough start with some of my class periods, and then lunch, some things might not go well, but when I walk in there and I see her, it just ranks my day back up just to see her in there. So I could talk to her about anything, and she can help me with it.
I feel honored. He did come in kind of closed off. It took us a minute to connect. I saw right through it. I knew that he just needed someone to talk to.
Through her work with Lamar University, Dr. Avery is equipping students with TBRI before they graduate.
We have 3 disciplines between social work, criminal justice, and our graduate counseling program that are introducing students to TBRI while they're in either undergrad or graduate programs, and then being able to take those skills out into the community.
One of those students was Demi Schlageter, who is now the program director at Harvest House, a CSA advocacy and mentoring program for survivors of commercial sexual exploitation.
Dr. Avery exposed me to TBRI, and it gave me the words, it gave me the actions to take, and a way to connect with kids.
In order for TBRI to transform cultures of care, every adult that impacts the life of a child should be equipped with the TBRI principles and strategies. When multiple agencies work together and utilize the same strategies, youth have a better chance of thriving.
I believe that as we do this as a community together, we not only are able to help kids, but we're able to actually work together as agencies, communicate better, and be able to know how to handle situations that we handle with kids. And so it just helps bring a more cohesive unit that we can all be moving together in the same direction.
Another organization adopting TBRI is Girls Haven. They use TBRI to form trusting relationships with clients like Leslie Wiggins, who just moved into her first apartment.
A lot of what we did with Leslie was making that connection. She did feel like it was her against the world. Before we could work past any trauma or process, she had to know that she could trust us and that we would provide for her no matter what.
Now I feel like I actually have people that I can turn to if I need them. I'm not just doing this all by myself.
Now, thanks to the continued community collaboration in Southeast Texas led by Dr. Avery, over 30 organizations have attended a TBRI training to learn how to better serve those who have experienced trauma. All it takes, Dr. Avery says, is patience, communication, and faith.
People can bounce back from adversity. You never give up on people.